earGROUND Radio. New voices amplified.
Shawty, let me be your lover, boy, yeah. When you found out love, shawty, let me be your lover, boy, yeah. Tell me what you want.
Greetings. Thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to earGROUND, yet another edition of earGROUND New Voices Amplified. My name is Claude Mark and welcome to the program that gives you some of the new talents from Zimbabwe. And today I happen to be speaking to a new voice. He's an artist, very young, 17 years old, but he's bringing something refreshing, something new, something dope. His name is Anisu Chinyama, but he uses the name Roleboii. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm good. How are you? Yeah.
Great. Welcome to earGROUND. It's such a pleasure and honor to have you on the program.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk a bit about your music, but maybe to start off with, the name Roleboii, where did it come from?
The name Roleboii, for me, it was like after like having a lot of names that popped up in my head, like during school and the processes of actually being a musician. This name just came to me naturally. Like this name resembles like my sound. Like as an artist, Roleboii is basically like I want to be like that person who plays the role in like that particular area. So then the way it came to me, I can't say I actually like had time to think of it. It was just like natural. So yeah, Roleboii just basically means like I'm that person who's basically gonna play the role in that particular place. Yeah.
Wow. And let's talk about that role. What role do you want to play musically? What sort of sound are you bringing in? What's new coming from Roleboii?
Well, basically, that role is basically like in Afro. What I'm trying to do with Afrobeats is like bring a new sound, like spread positivity in Africa, like just make people feel good with my music, because that's what Afrobeat is all about at the end of the day, like making people feel good, making people vibe. So yeah, basically my role is just I want people to listen to my music and yo, who's this? Like I want people to feel good when they listen to my music. Yeah,
Great.
so basically my role is to make people feel good. Like I want people to vibe more with my music that way. Yeah.
Great. But let's talk a bit about that journey. Where did you start? When did you start getting into music? I know you come from an artistic background. Your father is an amazing artist. He's one of the veteran artists that we have in the country, David Chinyama.
Yeah.
And big up to the elder. It's rare that you find parents that support their kids to pursue music. But I know he's very supportive. We're going to talk about that later on. But where did your journey start to get into music?
Well, to be honest, music has really been something that has been a part of my life, like growing up and the journey. Well, basically, music started at a young age. Like my dad used to be part of a band, like where they just play jazz and so I got that's something that made me wanna do music more. At that time, I didn't know I could sing like the way I could sing, but then like me watching my pops play like the saxophone and the band vibe, it really made me like I could feel a void in my life that I needed music somewhere. But growing up, as I like in school, like I started joining choirs and music bands. But then at that time I was like really shy. I didn't know how to tell people like, yo, I want to be a musician. Like I didn't know. So I always used to be behind people's spotlights. Like even in choirs, like I just be in a choir like full of like 50 people, but like no one actually knew who I was until I actually decided to take it seriously. Like I remember rapping to my friends in school, like
Yeah.
making this. making disc beats and all of that. So in 2018, I remember I was rapping to my friends, like in class, making disc beats. And then my friends were actually like, yo, you should actually take this seriously. Like, you're actually good. So
Yeah.
at that point, I decided to, like, know, I want to take music seriously. And yeah, that's when I recorded my first studio single, Cry for Love. That's on my pages. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
that's basically how things started going from there. Yeah.
Quite interesting. We're gonna take a small break, and we're coming back. We're going to talk a bit more about the new projects that we just released and what's coming up next, and also some of the challenges that you could have faced or you're facing in the music industry, and where you see Zimbabwean sound going. So stay tuned. My name is Prot McCoy, and I'm speaking there to Roleboii, an amazing new artist. Is the newest kid on the block. Definitely 2021 is one of the artists to definitely keep an eye on. He's got a new video called Loverboy, which was shot by Andy Carter, one of the finest in the game, and it's a dope video. I'm going to give you a very small snippet into that video, and then we'll come back after this short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Shawty, let me be your lover, boy. Are you want more love? Yeah. Shawty, let me be your lover, boy. And you feel no love? Yeah. Baby, let me be your lover, boy. So you don't like to talk, but I think I'm falling for you. Tell me where you want to go. I didn't make it languages, so you go waste my time. Baby, I go waste my time, oh yo. Tell me where you want to go, Shawty, oh. Shawty, I go waste my time. When you found no love, Shawty, let me.
Greetings. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Welcome back to earGROUND New Voices Amplified. You saw a snippet there from Roleboii. That is off his video called Loverboy, which he dropped a week ago. It's a dope video. And it was shot by Andy Carter. For you to watch the full video, just subscribe to his YouTube channel, Roleboii, with 2 eyes or 3 eyes at the end.
It's 3 eyes at the
It's
end. Yeah.
great.
Three.
Three eyes at the end, a Roleboii, but the boy B-O and then I. And then you can look him up. You can also check out his music on all the music app stores, online stores, these are Spotify and Amazon and so forth. So yeah, we're talking there about your music and you're explaining where you came from and how everything started. But what kind of music were you listening to as a kid?
Okay. Growing up, I listened to a lot of I listened to more of African songs and influenced to growing up, like from my dad playing, jazz and all that. Like what they were trying to do at that time was different. They weren't trying to be like any other jazz band. So yeah, growing up, I listened to a lot of African artists like the likes of Burna Boy when they were still starting, like Whiskey, yeah, that type of sound, like Fela Kuti, those guys. So yeah, that type of sound really inspired me because like I really wanted to play a role in Afrobeat as well. So yeah,
Great.
that's basically it.
Great. And do you see people appreciating Afrobeat music coming from Zimbabwean artists? Or people are saying, you know what, I'm a Nigerian and so forth. But what has been the reaction? Uh, are people quick to really appreciate the sound that you guys are bringing in? Or they think you're all trying to be what you're seeing from the West?
Yeah, basically it's like when you're trying to introduce a new sound to like a place that has been like heavily influenced like by a different sound like R&B and the likes, it's actually like difficult to actually like change people's views on that sound. Like for me, I've experienced a lot of that like type of vibe where people are like, "Yo, you're trying to sound Nigerian," and that other stuff. So basically, it's like, yeah, Afrobeats, Zimbabwean Afrobeats is actually getting recognition. I can say we are getting there, but like so far, it's basically like, people are still trying to understand the vibe, like where we're coming from, and yeah, basically that.
And do you think it's going to take much time or less time for people to really start appreciating? Because I saw it with Zim Danso. That was also the same thing. People were like, you know what, you're trying to be Jamaicans. But right now, Zim Danso is the biggest sound in the country. And hip hop stays the same. I think Zimbabwe is a place where it's always a struggle when you're bringing a sound that you connect with, like from elsewhere. People are like, this is not from here. But after a while, they start to vibe to it. So do you think it's going to take
Yeah,
much time or less?
nah, I don't think it's gonna take time because like Afrobeat is basically growing, and people are actually starting to appreciate it like as part of the sound. Like at weddings, that's basically like the music they're now playing.
Mhm.
So basically, I think it's basically not gonna take time. 2021, I feel like Afrobeat is gonna Zimbabwean Afrobeat is gonna hit charts. It's just basically a matter of people appreciating the sound, the artists like that Zimbabwean Afrobeat artists are bringing. Yeah.
Great, great. It's quite interesting that you say that because I've noticed that as well that at weddings, this is the most played music, and at times weddings are really an indicator of what sort of music is are people vibing to. And let's get back to your project. Now we just dropped a single, Lover Boy. How was the experience in making that song and producing the video?
Well, yeah, Level Boy was like it was like the way I made that song was really funny. Like I remember I was in the studio and I didn't feel like working that day. But like when I heard this beat, it was like I connected to it somehow. Like the vibe just came instantly. I hadn't written to it or anything, but like I just vibed to it like on that like in that particular time.
Mhm.
So yeah, like the process of me making Lover Boy was really it was unusual because like I hadn't actually written like written lyrics. I just got a beat and then I was like, yo, I actually vibe to this beat and me making it was actually dope. And the video was a good it was a good process. I got to work with one of the best, videographers in Zimbabwe, in Dakota. Yeah, he's really a good guy. It was really good because like it's my first video, so at first I was nervous. I
Great.
really didn't know what to do. Yeah, I really didn't know what to do, but like, yeah, he really coached me through it. Yeah, the process was good. I won't lie, I really enjoyed it.
Wow, great. And what's next? What's coming next? What are you working on?
More singles, bro. Like, yeah, I'm just really working on more singles. Like, I want people to know my sound more. Like, I have goals for myself that I want to reach. So basically, more singles. I would really want to push more singles. More singles, more features, and yeah, just basically trying to grow. Yeah.
Great. And after Loverboy, what's next? What's dropping soon?
Okay, I have quite a lot that I want to drop soon. Basically, I'm dropping a new project in April. Yeah, you guys should watch out for that one. Titled "Where's Your Love." Yeah, recently worked on it. It's more of Afro beats than any other sound. So yeah, in April, just watch out for that new sound. Pardon, I can't hear anything.
Ah, okay, cool. Sorry. I was asking in terms of uh, your playlist, like what are you listening to currently, apart from your own music?
Okay, my playlist.
Yes.
I vibe more with my playlist consists of I listen more. I listen more to Rema, um, Wizkid, you know, Burna Boy. Most I listen to Afrobeat music most because like I'm also trying to learn from them. So yeah, like yeah, I basically, but one artist that I mostly listen to is Rema, 'cause, like my inspiration and all that. So yeah, I'm just trying to learn from them.
Wow, great, great. And struggles. I know the music industry comes with a lot of things. You mentioned that you faced a lot of criticism from people, or you still do so. But what are some of the challenges that you've sort of encountered?
Okay, as an upcoming artist, it's like it's really hard to sometimes it's really hard to get the recognition you want. You
Mhm.
know, you can have your best project, but like the outcome, or how the crowd responds to it is not always the best. Like what you expected. So like that's one of the struggles I faced. Like basically, like making your best project and then putting it out there so people can listen to it, but like the response isn't always good. And I could say as well, criticism is a big part of the industry. Like
Yeah,
you face a lot of criticism. Like for me, like trying to bring a new sound to people like Afrobeats, trying to make people engaged with that sound. It's really like it's new to some people. Like some people really don't understand like what you're trying to do with the
yes.
sound that you're bringing. Yeah. So it takes time for people to actually understand that okay, yeah, I see where this guy is coming from. I see what he is trying to build. But at the same time, there are people who actually appreciate that sound, like people who are willing to, go the extra mile with you, like walk with you through the journey and, experience your sound. Like, yeah, I have people who've been like that, who've been really supportive. But basically, the main problem is basically, criticism, you know, getting the recognition you want. And basically, yeah, it's just basically like that.
Wow, great. And you talked there about support. Your father, David Chinyama, who's a great artist. You spoke about how his passion and interest in music, apart from visual and fine art, influenced or inspired you. How much kind of support do you get from your dad, or is like, you know what, leave this, pursue Zuma Buku, Zuma records in this Chirombe? Like, does it really support your grind, and what sort of support does it give? Does it encourage you to continue doing what you're doing?
Well, to be honest, my dad has really been, the most supportive person in my music, like apart from my mom. Cause like with my dad, like when I had a whole year in the game, making music, but then I remember at a point I was scared to tell my parents, I did music, because
Yes.
I was afraid of being judged, do books, ita score and all that. So one day I actually got the courage to actually tell my pops that, Dad, this is like what I want to pursue, and I told him and I sent him my music and he liked it. And then he was like, why didn't you tell me you made, he actually didn't
Wow.
believe it was me the first time when he listened to my music. He's like, I saw this good music. And then I was like, yeah, it's my music. Then he's like, why didn't you tell me you make music like from the jump? Then
Yes.
that's basically like when everything started, like all the support that I've been getting, like every move that I've been making right now, I won't lie, all because of my dad. He's really been supportive because he understands the vision. Like he understands that it's a dream, like it's a passion driven thing. Like I'm not just trying to do it for money or
Yes.
fame or anything. Like it's the vision. So yeah, my dad has really been supportive, more supportive than my mom. My mom still, she's still like trying to process the thing, like me
Yes.
being a musician thing. So yeah, but she supports me. But for my dad, it's really been like, that's like support, like really, really big support. So yeah, I
Uh,
appreciate him for that.
Oh, great, great. Wow, thank you so much. I would have wanted to continue the conversation with you, but definitely this is not going to be the last time that we're talking. As we see and appreciate much of the music that you are dropping. So, to your fans, people that are liking Roleboii, would want to connect more, and those that are seeing you for the first time, where can they connect with you? What would you say to them?
Okay, you can connect with me on my social media pages. On Instagram, it's Roleboii AO_1, Roleboii with three I's and then AYO_1.
Mm.
Facebook, same thing, Roleboii AO_1. Twitter, same thing as well. And what I'd like to say to people who actually vibe to my music, or people who actually like who've been watching me, and yeah, all I want to say is 2021 for me is something big. Like I can feel it. Like so, yeah. All I'm saying is watch out for Roleboii and more projects coming soon. More more charts. Just make sure you're connected and yeah, follow your dreams. That's all I can say.
Wow. Follow your dreams and don't give up. Those are the words from Roleboii. So, to everybody who's been watching, I've been speaking there to a young rising artist. His name is Roleboii. He's an Afrobeat artist. He's doing some amazing, amazing, beautiful music. I played a snippet of his new video called Loverboy earlier on in the program, but I'm going to sample it again, just a bit of it. But if you want to watch the rest, you know where to go. YouTube, the place to go, and look out for Roleboii with 3 eyes at the end. Roleboii, 3 eyes. So until next time, stay tuned to earGROUND New Voices Amplified. It's been an honor and a pleasure to have you on the program, Robert.
Thank you for having me, bro. Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. So until next time, stay tuned as we unearth some of the diamonds, some of the finest voices that are coming from Zimbabwe, unheard before, unsigned, unknown, but they've got so much talent. And this is one artist that definitely everybody in 2021 and beyond, you have to keep an eye on. And remember, I said so. So stay tuned. Until next time, I'm out.
Only no star for Monica, say only no fall for Monica, analyst call for Monica, only go Monica, 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 only spend more for Monica, Monica, no, they made me they go crazy, they made me they go crazy, na 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 na. I go.